Hi gamers. New games, yet again. But I'm gonna be starting this video with something a bit different. I have here a Magic the Gathering card. My first Mox Sapphire from the Unlimited. It's not in the best of shapes, but I actually got this for playing with it, not just for collecting. But if you know your Magic, you know that this isn't a cheap card, so... But happy to have my first Mox here. The first actual game is something that my wife gave me for Christmas, so it was nice to get something something other than just clothes. So she got me Final Doom for the PlayStation 1. So thanks Annin for this. Also did some trading, traded away a PlayStation 3 game that a friend of mine wanted to have because he's collecting them, and had to let go for Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and got in exchange, I think I did a pretty good deal. I got a sealed copy of Atelier Totori, The Adventure of Arland, and for the PC a big boxed version of Star Wars X-Wing Alliance. So thanks to Valtteri for a nice trade. In my previous video I got my first Skylanders set, the first game for the Xbox 360. It cost me 10 euros, so I couldn't pass that up. I thought I'd be okay, you know, I thought I'd need one Skylanders, and then I'm done, but I found all of these next sets for 5 euros a piece, so I simply got to get them all, naturally. So I got the first game for the Wii, 5 euros. And I got Giants for the PlayStation 3, also 5 euros. And finally I got the Giants booster pack for the 3DS. I don't even have the regular game for the 3DS, but again 5 euros, so a collector can't pass up those kind of prices. Still, I'm gonna be adding a couple more Skylander sets to my collection for sure, and those are the editions that came out for the Wii U, because as I announced previously, I'm gonna be collecting all the games for it. And yeah, I'm even more determined now that the console is in a bit of a trouble. So really happy to not only to help Nintendo out, but basically it's gonna be destined to have a cult following now. And yeah, the games won't have as big production runs as some of the more successful consoles. So it's all good for a collector. And here's where I'm at now. Got a bunch of Wii U games. Let's see what I got. Some pretty good ones as well. Got Batman Arkham Origins. And yeah, looks pretty good. A decent version here on the Wii U. Also got Splinter Cell and Blacklist. And another multi-platform game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This is one of the launch games, this is still sealed. Also finally got, haven't had the chance to open it yet, but finally got Scribblenauts Unlimited. Now I know that you people in the US have played this a bunch, but there's a curious story about this here in Europe, because this was due out, I don't know, like in February 2013, so almost a year ago, and I actually held the game in my hands back then. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you this, but I work in a gaming magazine, and we were shipped these games, finished games, for a review, and our reviewer played it and was ready to review it, and then Nintendo wanted to recall the games. And to this day we don't know why. I guess it was something maybe offensive or a copyright thing or something like that, I don't know, but they had finished printing the finished European copies of the game, and they recalled them all. And this game didn't come out here in Europe until December 2013. It's absolutely amazing how they could have done that. There must have been something really wrong with the game. I don't know what. But still, it would have been nice to had a chance to snap one of those early copies up. I don't know if we would have still noticed what the thing was that was wrong with the game, but well, here it is now. A pretty fresh European release, and yeah, we don't even have the DC Scribblenauts out here in Europe. We don't have a launch date even for it, so you Americans have it good with Scribblenauts. And as is customary when you're collecting a whole console, you also gotta get the crap with the good games. So here are a bunch of licensed games. Ben 10 Omniverse, Rise of the Guardians, based on the movie, and Fast and Furious Showdown. And we actually have here a little pamphlet for seeing Fast and Furious 6. Paul Walker here, of course. So hopefully they'll make the 7th movie work without him. Another driving game, Hot Wheels, World's Best Driver. And finally a couple of sports games. I think FIFA 13 and NBA 2K13 are pretty much the only normal sports games there are for the system. So I guess that's one of the perks of not having that successful of a console. You don't really have to collect all the tons and tons of sports games for it. So I'm not a sports game fan, so I'm happy that it's just those two so far. Other stuff I got was finally I got a Halo Anniversary, and yeah, I played all the Halos through on Legendary and on Solo. I think I will do it someday with this version as well, just to see how it is. And yeah, a brilliant game. Also got Mario Party Island Tour, which isn't supposed to be pretty up to par with the other Mario Party games, but we'll see. And then I got a Game Boy Advance game, Spider-Man 2. This was actually one of the last, if not the last, game that I don't know, a year or two ago I received a bunch of empty boxes and manuals, and finally got a cartridge inside this box as well, so I have a complete copy of this as well. And actually I had the same story here with this Glacier Blue Game Boy Advance. I've had the box and manual and even the baggie that goes around the system itself for years in my closet, and finally found a decently priced console to put inside here. So this is a complete set now. It's really funny how difficult it was to try and find a console that has its battery cover intact, and especially this color. I'm not even making this up, it's like 80 or 90% of the consoles that are sold are missing the battery cover. I don't know if people broke it or if they had some kind of third-party battery pack that goes into the back of the machine, but it was really difficult trying to find a complete but you know, the loose machine, but with a complete battery cover. But hey, now I got here I think my 4th color variation to the Game Boy Advance. Not sure if I'm gonna be going for the full collection here. Still missing a couple of Nintendo 64 consoles, so maybe I'll get those before I'm gonna be trying to collect any other console and all their colors. And that was it. A bit shorter video this time. But maybe you'll appreciate those as well instead of the 30-minute videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.